In this tutorial, we're going to be learning how to solve the original Rubik's Cube. If you've already solved one of our products, you'll be able to transfer some of those skills here. But if you're just starting out on your Rubik's journey, don't panic, you're in safe hands. The Rubik's Cube is made up of 3 horizontal layers. We're going to be solving layer by layer. So first of all, we solve the top layer, then the middle layer, and then the final layer. It takes 8 steps in total to complete the 3 layers, and with every step, we're only moving 4 pieces, so it's quite simple when you get the hang of it. We have taught millions of people how to solve the Rubik's Cube over the years using this method, and it will be easy for you to follow along. This tutorial breaks it down into manageable sections for you to learn. You can download this guide in booklet form or mobile version from the Rubik's website. Once you have solved the Rubik's Cube, we will give you hints and tips to help you get faster, and this shorter video will support you once you've learned to solve the cube. Getting to know your Rubik's Cube. Let's look at the basics first. The Rubik's Cube has 6 faces. It's made up of 3 types of pieces. The center pieces, these are in the middle of each face and have just one tiled colour. They are fixed to the internal core. Center pieces always dictate the colour of that side. So when the cube is scrambled, this will be our blue side, this will be our white side, and so on. The colours have opposites, so the white is opposite to yellow, blue is opposite to green, and red is opposite to orange. Next we have the edges. These have 2 coloured tiles. There are 12 of these. You can use 2 fingers to pinch an edge piece. And finally, we have the corner pieces. Corner pieces have 3 colours, and there are 8 of these in total. Let's look at how we move the cube. Think of the movement of these objects when you turn the faces. Up face, down face, left face, right face, front face, and the back face. This is my front face. If I rotate the cube, this is now my front face. It's important to maintain the front face of the Rubik's Cube so it stays at the front throughout all of the turn. Each move is a quarter turn. As each move can move in 2 directions, we need to know which way to move it. For simplicity, it can either move clockwise or counterclockwise. Throughout this video, we will put up the moves on screen so it's easy for you to follow along. Let's start with the front face. If you see this move on screen, it means turn the front face clockwise. If it appears with an apostrophe, it means turn the front face counterclockwise. It's the same for the right face. This means right clockwise. You can see the move has an arrow showing which way to turn. It's clockwise because if I turn the cube slightly, you can see that the right face is turning clockwise. And with an apostrophe, it means right counterclockwise. Sometimes we need to move twice, so if you see this on screen, this means move the right twice. Once, twice. A few important tips for success before we move on to the first lesson. Mindset is critical. Learning to solve the Rubik's Cube is difficult, but if you persevere, you can solve the Rubik's Cube. It's good to keep the Rubik's Cube on a table or a mat, so you can keep the front face facing you throughout the moves. Now we scramble our cube. Now let's get started solving the first layer.